I'm just gonna ask this of you guys. Do you notice anything different at all? How about if I do this or this? Do you notice anything in particular? How about now? Huh? That's right, your boy has made some money moves and gotten a new camera, and I'm still adjusting to it a little bit, but honestly, I think at some point I'm gonna make a video discussing the differences between this camera right here, a Canon T5i, versus this Panasonic camcorder that I've had basically since freshman year and even made a really crummy video about. Regardless, today's video isn't about that quite yet because I literally just got this camera this past Friday. Instead, what this video is about is one of my favorite hobbies and how I keep myself physically active: running. So I initially started running when I joined my high school's cross-country team. And the thing with that is I wasn't very good at all. I was one of the slowest members of the team, and I was on open. Essentially what that means is no class limits, it's just the slowest of the slowest runners. Not even freshmen apply. Second year in the game, I really start to improve, and I had my fastest race ever in the first meet of the season. I would be taken off the roster for extenuating circumstances. Third season, I had a good race for a solid, I'd say about 1 kilometer until I started having usual chest muscle spasms, which is a common occurrence for me. Safe to say, I was going to have the best race I had ever had if it weren't for that. Later on in the season, I would be placed on injury reserve over tension in my IT band, which is a tendon right here on your leg. And last year, senior year, I didn't make the team. And that's not to say that I hated running. I loved showing up to practice every day of the week. It's just, whenever I wasn't doing my best at all. I didn't have a diet, and while I tried my best, I wasn't the best when it came to a full fitness regimen. The worst part about it were weight training days. And I remember some days in my junior season where I didn't attend weight training because of scheduling conflicts, or I just didn't want to. At the end of the day, however, I gave it my all. My all wasn't enough, but I did. Ever since I left the team, I've been trying to run once a week with my best friend, but that fizzled out mainly because we just didn't have time for it anymore. We were so caught up in something we had to do extracurricularly, final projects and other such items. It was just a mess. And now that I've graduated high school, I have a lot more time on my hands. So I decided I'm gonna start running again. My last run wasn't very impressive, neither today nor the 10th, which is when I ran before recording this video. But what I do know is I want to keep running. The difficult thing about it is that for me it's a choice, and it always will be a choice. And there will be days where I want to run, and there will be days where I just don't want to at all. I just want to stay in bed and just be cozy. But over the course of lockdown, this is a statistic that's not only affected me, but probably affected a lot of other people. I've probably lost a few pounds with the running every week with my friend, and now that I've been locked in my house for quite a fair portion of my day, I've gained it back as I've just been sitting and playing video games. So I'm making this commitment on camera. I'm gonna be not running every single day, but for as many days as possible. I'm obviously tracking my runs, and I'm probably gonna give progress updates every month or so, not in the form of a video, but probably in the form of like an Instagram post or Twitter post or whatever, but probably something about mileage, average pace, etc. And overall, my goal is when I go off to college, I want to place in the top 50% of any local marathon, just in general. Top half of all the finishers of the marathon. I want to be able to run a full 5K again, beat my PR, and also finish in the top 50% of all entries. Where I'm deciding to go to college, it might be more difficult because where I'm going, it's a bit north of here. Not by much, but it's a bit north. regardless, I'm gonna make a commitment to myself to try and be more active. And that starts right now, Wednesday, June 16th, 2021. I will be updating you guys sometime next month through those avenues, but if you excuse me really quickly, I gotta go run.